Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Run 3 replay. Bottom left side as the red allies, we have PrinceSaleh. Spawn on the right side as blue Soviets, we have BluesMagoos. And he actually chose the right color. He actually chose blue. We do now have the reactor being pulled out of field, got of course the barracks. We do have a power plant here, and appears to be fast air. We got a bear push the way forward. And ore refining going on down as well. Adds to the walls put out over here as well. Combat engineer now running towards the refinery. The Vindicator is not going to be able to get the snipe there. So it's getting really close. It does get inside the oil derrick now. Though the Vindicator was in second, it's such a pass for the engineer either way. Let's get inside the garrison. Was there some flak troopers in there? We do now have the Vindicator push way forward. We do have a war factory as well as a reactor or flak tower. Vindicator has not getting bombs off. We do got a bombing run onto the bear. It does bomb another bear there. Allied MCVs now advancing to the high ground, trying an eye for expansion here, and perhaps maybe trying to secure the oil derrick as well. This bear is trying to charge on forward, and does get bombed as well. Bear's natural enemy, aircraft. We now got a conscript being launched by the bullfrog there. It does overkill that conscript. The conscripts now push away forward. Looks like going to try to throw all of them at the airfield. Does fire one of the bullfrogs now. Very, very nice. In actuality, letting him just eat another round of bombs is actually pretty good for blue. Does get inside the garrison now. Looks like one of the Vindicators did get shot down by the bullfrogs. Very nice. There's a good number of them. One bullfrog has trouble versus a Vindicator. But 3 versus 2, that evens out the numbers. We do now have this Soviet expansion deployed out on the sea. We do have red... Oh! Misplaced his refinery there. And definitely not because it's out of range, because it went past far rather than short. This is a big problem. It will basically double his mining time, I believe. We do now have a lot of bullfrogs pushing forward. We've got some conscripts being launched out as well. Way over here. Could have perhaps thrown right there. That's a nice little landing pad for them. We also got a terror drone here. It's not really enough army to threaten Arthur now, is it? Though the Molotovs gain some good damage there. Peacekeeper finds some shots there, though if the terror drone could perhaps jump on top of them, that would be great. And does get the effect there. You're welcome. We do not have the conscripts engaging the Peacekeeper. Does split them up to avoid splash damage there. It does manage to gun down the Peacekeeper and save somehow the other conscript. And does destroy the orc of their Peacekeepers, allowing the terror drone to die along with it. Got some javelin troops here. Does keep that wounded conscript alive. Starting to throw out some Molotovs now with the other sets of conscripts. And trying to maybe go back to the garrison. There's only 2 peacekeepers here. And does not get inside the garrison. Vindicators obliterate the garrison as well. And these piece of conscripts will be gunned down. You got 5 bullfrogs here, a good number versus the Vindicators, who do now have a heightened clearance here, so we may see some cryocopters. First cryocopter now deployed on the field. That is a terror drone. Cryocopter now trying to make its way forward. And the 5 bullfrogs are coming in to respawn. Doesn't freeze just yet. Does get a little bit chilled. And down here we do have a naval yard. Not a naval expansion, a naval yard. Right now, the Soviet player does have 4 refineries. The Allied player only has 3. Both players still have the oil derrick. You now have 5th refinery being pulled out by Soviets. In his position there, he may want to get out some more bullfrogs from the naval yard, because the cryocopters can, of course, take the time to freeze that stuff. Not sure what's bombed down there. It looked a little bit too big to be a terror drone. Could have been a bullfrog there. We've got a line of walls here to blow up at blue, as well as some hammer tanks. Does deploy out a flak cannon here, but still vulnerable to Riptide's advance. We do now have a navy yard here, an unusual position that should be great for assault destroyers, however. Battle Lab now being deployed on out. He's probably maybe eyeing for V4s. V4s probably be a good item. Indicators receive some good damage there. He does prematurely move the bullfrogs back in order to chase them, but he does pull back in time, which allows the Vindicators to escape. And those are Dolphins, not assault destroyers. We do now have Dolphins and cryocopters pushing forward. We got a naval yard here, as was Tescoil. He's using naval yard to hold the line. Dolphins do get some good damage down the bullfrogs. And it looks like Blue's going to be eyeing to counterattack there. Crushes all of those peacekeepers there. 3 Dolphins in this region. A lot of this infrastructure is getting hit, but he's splitting his fire, which is not good for Red. More Dolphins being deployed on the field. No assault destroyers. I could have sworn there's going to be assault destroyers. Oh, and it looks like that Dolphin does get bitten by a terror drone. A nasty bug to be bitten by. Is a bit more than cold. We've got a crouch blast from the field. Does get the ore collector. The flak tower is not chilled or frozen. And the bullfrogs do charge forward in time to save the ore collector. He has a good number of hammer tanks and bullfrogs. It may be a good idea to start pushing forward. Do now have the Dolphins statistically trying to repart the ore expansion. Wait. Is he missing? Okay, no, I'm looking at the wrong health bar. There's the ore collector health bar. I was looking at the Dolphin health bar for some odd reason. Good damage there onto the Dolphins there. Gonna need to zap them now. Oh, got some bomb runs there on the hammer tanks as well. Multiple Stingrays deployed on the field. Looks like that Stingray shot missed. But for another expansion, or re-expanding. Stingrays now advancing forward, zapping some of those javelin troops there. Falling back to the flak tower. There should be enough cryocopters here to actually focus down the flak tower. Let's get some good bombing runs there. Now the Allied player has gone for its naval expansion. This expansion has been set up once again, and now there is a dreadnought on the field that can help siege down this airfield no problem. He needs perhaps to pull out some bullfrogs to escort it, and use the sacrificial launchers immediately. He's not in range at the moment. Fires off a deadly barrage there onto the refinery, trying to destroy it first. I will go for the naval for the airfield first. It does shrink it down, and that does reduce damage output there. Does disable the sacrificial launchers there, and now got level 1 satellites raining on in. Gets some good damage here. The Prospector can set up in this region in order to get to re-expand. Dreadnought still shrunk. Does also shrunk the Stingray while at it. But needs bullfrogs. He is vulnerable to cryocopters. There's a single flak tower here. It's a little bit wounded, going for another flak tower now. Now Vindicator's trying to bomb the other flak cannon. No, he's going for the Dreadnought. The strong Dreadnought allowed him to pick it off. Does lose one of the Vindicators. And wait, what? Why is a vacuum plotter being deployed right there? Cryo Shot's gonna get a great choke point there. got these Mirage tanks against forward. They don't shatter frozen units, but yet they can't defend themselves. That is a massive loss there. Does cancel the back imploder there. Does get the Terror Drone, trying to siphon down some of these Mirage tanks at range. Trunker 1 does get taken down. Rolls a miss there. And this force being annihilated by the Mirage tanks. That poor movement there is probably what lost Blue the game. I don't think he can stop these Mirage tanks. Starting to snare some of these guys. They're starting to advance forward. They're not in aggressive stance. Terror Drone being chased. Does take out that unit there. And now got a Poxus tank there. Does immediately crush one. Poxus tank cannons are pretty good. Does get shrunken, however. Doesn't take down this wounded Mirage tank in time. Stingray being put on the land, but we got a lot of efficiency. 3 of them are lead. Does get infected on the wounded one. Does get a Heroic and Terror Drone there. Does get taken out. Dreadnought finds a good volley there. Does almost take out that one. He may lose some of these guys to the super reactor explosion. Does lose that one there. Low in power there. Battle Lab, low in power. Dreadnought's not fine. Barrage there. One of them elite. There's also some Dolphins here. Some Terror Drone infects there. A couple of these Mirage tanks are fully heroic. Getting some good health regen. That tree is being ripped apart from the inside. Nasty case of termites. And now the Dreadnought is being frozen down. Looks like the Dolphins are no longer in this region. They may have went down. Does take out the Prospector as well. Now that one's fully heroic, so it can turn on sacrificial launchers occasionally and get some free health regen. All 3 of these Mirage tanks are fully heroic. Sells all the infrastructure there. There's some infrastructure up here trying to go for another Orc there. Maybe I just sell this all off. Spending a bit too much time in this infrastructure there. Does have these 2 Bullfrogs there. They can be focused down by the Cryocopters. They don't both get frozen down. Do that. Another Bullfrog pushing forward. Does save one of the frozen Bullfrogs there. Does shrink down that one. And may get the other one frozen. Nope, doesn't freeze in time. Does save it. Single Riptide charging forward. Does kill off the other Bullfrog. Heroic 1 does receive some missile hits there. Mirage tanks falling back. 3 Heroic, 1 Elite. He's a Stingray at this point in time. Trying to hit another Riptide here. Stingray's now pushing way forward. And he creates a great discharge there. And does finish off that one Riptide there. More Stingrays pushing way forward. Gives a good damage there. Takes him out. More Riptides charging forward. Great discharge there. Only gets one of the Riptides out. The other one was still on land. Let's take out that other one. And over here, Dreadnought's still here. Bullfrogs need to push on forward to protect it a bit better. And they've got a Cryo blasting, Cryo getting before over there, trying to freeze down the Naval Yard. Does not get the Naval Yard. That may have been just Cryo blast. Bullfrogs can be picked on off, so there's a Flak Tower on the high on the field. But the Mirage tanks are getting hits from the high ground. Takes out that rip. Oh, apparently oh, that's Shrunken Dreadnought. That's why I did so little damage.
Of mine.
Dreadnought now firing some rounds into the oil derrick. Both Dreadnoughts still up. Going for the reactor over here. Cancel the reactor. Goes out of Crusher Crane here. Does lose the Stingray and the Bullfrog there. Trying to crush the Ore Collector. It does take out the he's not paying attention. He's abandoned that Dreadnought. Bullfrogs are not trying to save him. Overall poor control of these Dreadnoughts. Does get that one bombed. All this infrastructure can be destroyed by Dreadnoughts if he were to properly escort them. He just needs about 5 Bullfrogs to escort them right now. Let's have one Bullfrog here. These Bullfrogs are charging over through land, getting some hits there on the Cryocopters. But he's not paying attention. He did a select all move right there and brought over his Bullfrogs in this region. Now the Vindicator's charging forward, trying to bomb down these Bullfrogs. Bombs them both down because they were unescorted. He needs more than 5, honestly. And does shrink down the Dreadnought there, allow him to freeze it a little bit quicker. Another Bullfrog charging forward. Of course, Cryocopters are far too effective versus Bullfrogs. Does bomb down that Bullfrog as well. Dreadnought has been shrunken down. He still has both these Dreadnoughts here, but there's not enough Bullfrogs. Does actually find a perhaps a free kill down this Cryocopter. Does take it out as well. No longer has the Battle Lab, so these Dreadnoughts all that remains. So it needs to take time to get these Dreadnoughts. It's forced on the ground there. There's no expansion there. Bullfrogs have been focused down. Does lose one of those Vindicators. Does find this Cryocopter here as well. Maybe he'll get himself a free kill. And does get himself a kill there. Let's say sold off some infrastructure over here. I think these Mirage tanks may be on a patrol move. Or at least on an aggressive move. Aggressive stance. It's a good bomb run there on that Dreadnought. He may need to keep that one around for repairs. Nope, deciding to push on forward. Both players are at 2, well, no, more than 2 refiners. Wait, what? Okay, got some Tikis here. I don't think I've ever seen them disguised as that. I don't think that's even an object on this map. Taking out another of those Bullfrogs as well. The Elite one will get a kill there, getting a fully heroic, which does make a massive difference. He still needs to build out more Bullfrogs. Dreadnought's now skirmishing around, does solve that refinery there. That was basically destroyed either way. Takes out the Peacekeeper as well. Some of these wall segments are going down as well. Good, it's there onto the command hub. And this poorly placed refinery is still here. He's collected up 20,000 credits, so he's at least been maintaining good income from it. And no longer. You have now the Soviet MC pushing over here as well. Maybe just trying to keep it safe. I think he's just, because he's about to lose a lot of his infrastructure. Does have a Crusher Crane still here. Crusher Crane does see a bit of damage there. That is a ore refinery trying to be employed on out. Let's take out some of this infrastructure there. Bullfrog does get frozen down. The Heroic one is shrunken. He needs to make sure these Dreadnoughts stay alive. Since he's fighting his Cryocopters, he could potentially get some good damage there. Does take out that one. He could actually use sacrificial launchers. It's not health is the issue. It is all about the freeze effect. Does freeze on the Heroic one now. He does have the other one now unfrozen, gain some damage there, but still chilled. Does get his trumpet down as well. Vindicators pushing way forward, trying to get a bomb run to the Dreadnoughts. Good bomb splits there, not trying to freeze the Dreadnoughts. They're both chilled. The Elite one does get frozen. The Heroic one is getting stopped by its buddy, and the Soviet player does back up the game now, unable to mass enough Bullfrogs for defense. This is Adam Gray saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.